Coach Richards, a 2-2 tie against Akron on Friday. First off, just give us your overall thoughts on today's game.
A good point, actually. Akron are a pretty good team, and they're at a point in their season where they're really having to get wins as well. So it was a real fight out there. It was a good point to get. It was imperative we didn't lose the game because they're a divisional foe, and 3 points to them would have closed the gap and put a lot of pressure on us. So it was a good point. We have to see the positive in that. We talked to the team at the end about the mentality they need to show. They need to be a little stronger when we take a lead and start putting teams away, because we've done this a couple of times now, and also at the set piece we weren't very strong for their second one. So it's about mentality, and that's something that's really hard. You can't coach that. You can coach the rest of the stuff, the tactical awareness and the physical stuff, but the mentality has to come from them. So all my job really at the end of this game is to point out this is where we didn't take care of the game. We've got to be mentally stronger in these critical situations, and I think if we can develop that strength mentally, then we can really go on and win some more games. It was a good performance. It was a great battle, 110 minutes, a couple of good goals. It's disappointing not to get the win, of course, especially being at home, but it's still a point, and it's another step towards getting in the tournament.
A couple early goals. The first goal from Megan Amon. Could you just talk about that? That was one of the better finishes we've seen this year.
Yeah, it's a great finish. I don't think we've scored early in a game in a long time, and so we had a nice move, and she got it on our left peg, as they say, and smacked it home. It was a really great goal. Hit it high in the net, and the keeper didn't have a chance. And that was really, for me, the critical moment. Then that's when you have to keep possession, and a minute and a half later, we kind of panic and they score, which is a shame because we had a great start to the game and a very good goal from Megan Amon. And then, then you go and score another one. Maddie Wyman does a really good job. A little bit of fortune at the end, I think, but at the same time, she worked hard to get the goal and put it on frame and nutmeg the keeper. Mm-hmm. So, that's where we should go on and win the game. At the beginning of the second half, I thought we'd perhaps go and win this 3-1, and it's a shame that we let them back in the game again.
And that having been said, it was 2-1 for a long time, and I'm sure both teams are thinking we got to get this next goal. You had a couple chances, but Akron had some pressure as well. Alexa made a couple pretty good saves today. I don't know if you want to talk about just either the offensive end or the defensive end.
Alexa's made another couple of good saves. It's funny, we take her for granted sometimes. I hope she doesn't watch this video, because she's going to really get an insight into what I think of her. She's a fantastic goalkeeper, and she pulls off these saves for us on a regular basis, and I think we've come to expect it from her. And I think she's proven that again today that she's probably one of the best goalkeepers in our conference, even though we're not flying high like there are some other teams. She's a great goalkeeper and really pulls out great saves for us. There's one in overtime where she made a double save. So she does a really good job for us. She keeps the opposition out. She didn't get a shutout, which I know is a goal for her, but she did a really nice job today again, and a lot of saves for her.
Yeah, both goals for Akron were rebounds. One off the first shot. Their first goal was basically a point-blank shot. She did well, I thought, to save the first one. And then the second goal, I'm guessing that shot went through a lot of traffic.
It was the same kind of thing. I think she made a foot save from fairly short range. It popped up in the air, and when it came down, they headed it home. So, yeah, she's doing a phenomenal job for us, and she really is a great goalkeeper too. As you said, two kind of scruffy goals really. The best goal of the game was Megan Amon's, and it was nice to see her get off that's her first goal of the season. So it's good to see that. And we are getting contributions from a lot of people. Obviously Z has got 8 and Maddie Wyman now has 3, but there's other people chipping in with goals here, and that's good to see. It's encouraging.
And you had, I know it's kind of the glass half empty, you didn't score the third goal, but you had some chances. The kids kept working all 110 minutes, and you had some good chances even in the overtimes to
there was a really great chance that Z had in the first period of overtime, and she was just stretching for the ball and only got a toe on it. I think if the ball had been a little closer, she could have wrapped her foot around it, and she'd have put it underneath the goalkeeper and would have been celebrating. So that's the other thing I said to the team at the end. It's about having a stronger mentality, but it's also about inches, and we were so close to getting the win today. It was just an inch here, an inch there. The one that their defender cleared and nearly went in. We had another chance where Z tried to put Maddie in overtime, and just overhit it. And it's those things are not quite perfect for us, and they need to be for us to win those games. But we did get another point, and we've made a forward step. Some of the other results have gone our way. We prevented Akron from catching us. Ohio have lost, so we're tied with them in the division. Right now. So it's all about making steps and forward steps and not standing still.
And as you mentioned, you're tied with Ohio now, second in the division. 4 games left. You host Ohio on Sunday, and it's also Senior Day. You just talked about what you need to do both in Ohio, the Ohio game, and then going forward.
Yeah, Ohio's a good team. It's always a tight game. Sunday games in the MAC can be interesting ones. We've already decided that practice tomorrow is going to be short because they played so hard and so long today. They need their energy on Sunday. We'll get a boost of energy from being Senior Day. There's going to be some alumni coming back, I believe. So we're hoping that will give them the energy they need for the win. But it'll be a tough game. But like I say to everyone, that whenever we talk about opposition, I always respond with, I don't think people like playing against us either. I don't think we're an easy team to play against. We haven't won today, but I don't think Akron came in and expected this to be an easy game, and they were not disappointed. So we have to keep that going and hope things can just turn for us just that little bit.
All right, sir. Any other final thoughts?
Just looking forward to Senior Day. It's always a fun one. It's always nice to see those young ladies graduate from the program, and I mean that in a nice way. It's great to see how much they've achieved in their time here. And it goes so fast, and I can remember these 4 coming in and how fresh-faced they were, and here they are about to leave us. So it's exciting for them, and it'll be an emotional one for them. But we hope that we can turn that emotion in a positive way.
All right, sir, and that's a 1 o'clock game on Sunday, and fans would be advised to get here a little before that, probably 12:40, 12:45. We'll start the Senior Day fun.
Yeah. Get early, get a seat.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mike.